asks Sri Krishna in his question answer session in Bhagavad Gita. Sthitaprajnasya kar bhasha samadhistasya keshava sitadhi kim prabhasheta kim asita vrajeta kim. O Keshava, explain to me, since you have spoken about a state of Sthitaprajna, which is beyond all the dualities, speak to me of what kind of person is a Sthitaprajna? How does he sit? How does he talk? What does he do? How does he move about? Because Arjuna could not think of anybody in his association with all the people since his childhood who was of that kind which Krishna was talking about. Therefore, it was natural for Arjuna to wonder what kind of person would be a Sthitaprajna. I have seen Dronacharya, he is well versed in all the scriptures. He knows every single science and art on earth. I have seen Kripacharya. I have seen Bhishmacharya. I have seen all kinds of people. But the person that you speak of, the Sthitaprajna, I haven't seen yet. Imagine, Arjuna has lived a whole life. They are all old men that time. In their 70s, 80s, Krishna and Arjuna are talking. Means in so many years they have spent living with so many people ever since their childhood. And Arjuna has been specifically blessed or cursed as you may think. He was roaming around in forests, so in the process he has met many sages. He also lived in many palaces. Ajñātavasa he had gone for. But there is a Krishna talking about a Sthitaprajna, which Arjuna has not met so far. Otherwise, why will he ask this question? Sthitaprajnasya kar bhasha kim asita vrajeta kim. How does the Sthitaprajna talk, walk, sit? So in so many years of his association with so many people, Arjuna had not seen one Sthitaprajna. Therefore, he asks these questions. Because why should he ask about Sthitaprajna? If he says, Krishna says Sthitaprajna, I know who Sthitaprajna is. I have seen one. You don't have to explain. No, Arjuna did not meet one Sthitaprajna. Despite having the best of the warriors and everybody in the Kuru clan, also having roamed around in forests and met so many sages, yet he is unable to identify anyone with the descriptions that Krishna is giving of a Sthitaprajna. So naturally, out of curiosity, he asks. You talk about samadhistasya, they are in the state of samadhi. If they are in state of samadhi, kim asita vrajeta kim? How do they sit? How do they move about? Do they keep sitting in one place with their eyes closed? Or they go about doing their work? How do they speak? Do they speak at all? All kinds of questions are crowding the minds of Arjuna because he has not seen a Sthitaprajna. That is his main problem. He only heard first time of it from Sri Krishna. Otherwise, as a person, so many years he has spent on earth, had wives and children, grandchildren, but yet he does not know about what Sthitaprajna is. So Keshava answers like a good teacher. Dukkheshu anudvigna mana. His mind does not get disturbed, perturbed by sorrow. In sorrow, he does not become restless. Sukkheshu vigata. And if pleasures come and happiness comes, he allows that also to pass. Vigata. Spraha, not attached, not touched by it. It comes and passes as a natural thing. Vita, Raga, Bhaya, Krodha. He has given up Raga, any attachment to anything. Bhaya, because no attachment, no fear. Not even attached to the body. So where is the fear of death? No fear. Krodha, he has no ill feelings, no ill for anybody. And therefore he need not get, since he does not have any attachment, so what should he get angry for? There is no need for him. Sitadhihi. And his mind is always in the balanced state. Sita, always settled, steady, the buddhi. Muniruchyate. Such a person is called a Muni. Not only that, he said, what kind of person, how does he move about, sit? Atmanyaiva atmani tushta. He is happy within himself. He does not need an external aid or external reason to be happy. Get good food, you feel happy. Get bad food, you're unhappy. You get good results, you're happy. You get bad results, you're unhappy. Somebody says things that are pleasant to you. Somebody scolds you, you have happiness and unhappiness coming. But why this person is never going to be affected by any of these things? Atmanyaiva atmani tushta. Atmana, within himself he is happy. He does not need anything from outside to make him happy. By himself, by his nature, he is happy. Such a person is called Sthitaprajna. Arjuna has never seen something like this. So he is asking, what are the qualities, characteristics of Sthitaprajna? How do I identify such a person who has attained that state of samadhi or samadhi or sthitadhi? How do I identify in a crowd if such a person exists as you speak of? I haven't seen anybody like that so far. It's the first time I'm hearing something like this. Is there an example anywhere? And therefore Krishna describes the quality of a Sthitaprajna. I was talking about a state beyond bliss. Morning I was explaining to these students. Kaivalyopanishad says, na karmana, na prajaya, dhanena, tyage naike amrutatva manashuhu, parena nakam, nihitam guhaya, vibrajadeta yatayo vishanti. First line you all know. Second line, parena nakam. Akam means sorrow. Nakam means no sorrow. Parena nakam, even beyond the state of no sorrow. Parena exists that. The one who is in that state, who is beyond the idea of a place also where there is no sorrow. No sorrow means considered as heaven. There is no sorrow, no death, no old age, no disease, no hunger, no thirst. But there is a state that exists even beyond that state of supreme bliss. Paderanakam. Where does this exist? Where do I need to go to find that place? Which bus, which train, which flight? No train, no bus. Don't even have to walk from one step from where you are. Nihitam guhaya. It is right there within you. Shines within you. Vibraja. Shines, illuminated it is. But how do we get it? Yataya vishanti. Yataya means to the effort we get it. Vishanti. Finally we reach it. How? With effort only. It's difficult to get. With great effort alone, that state can be achieved, which is even beyond the state of bliss or happiness, continuous, unbroken, incessant happiness. Even beyond that, a state exists. And that is what is the state of Sthitaprajna, who has gone beyond all the things, all duality. If you say, I am happy, it means you believe there is unhappiness also that exists somewhere. You say there is heaven, I also believe there is a hell that exists somewhere. I am at this point in time in heaven, all right. I am at this point in time very happy. But the very fact that you think you are happy means you also think there is a state of unhappiness somewhere. But this state is beyond that. Parena nakam. Beyond that, this state exists, which you should strive for. That is the Sthitaprajna. The state of absolute steadiness, state of no disturbance, come what may, whatever happens. You are steady. Vasishtha Ramayanam, he says, Samshanta Sarvikalpa. All the vagaries, all the thoughts in the mind have become samshanta, completely settled, silent. Shilantariva sthitihi. And how is that person? The inside of a stone. Shila antaha iva. The inside of a stone, how it will be? Unaffected. Outside you can think some effect may happen. Breeze is going, or water is flowing, or somebody is sitting on it, but inside of the Shila, absolute dense peace. Nothing can move that peace. So that is the sthiti when samshanta, all your sankalpa, all your thoughts, ideas, desires, wants, everything has become completely silent. Samshanta sankalpa. Sarva sankalpa. Not all, one. Shila antariva. How is that? It is like the inside of a dense stone, which doesn't get affected by whatever happens on the outside. That is the state of a Sthitaprajna. He goes about doing what he needs to do, but the deep inside of that Sthitaprajna is absolute peace, absolute calmness. He may come out, shout at a few people, slap one or two also. But deep inside, there is absolute steadiness, peace, and unaffected by whatever happens on the surface. Therefore, I derive great strength from this shloka of Ashtavakra. Ever since I got to know and read it, I repeat it to myself in every situation. And just the contemplation of it brings so much of peace, so much of strength. Which strength? Spiritual strength. It says, Mayananta maham bodhav jagadvichi swabhavataha. I am the infinite ocean, ananta maham bodhav. Infinite, great ocean. Obviously, he's not talking about the great oceans of the world. This is an ocean which is so great because it's infinite. All the oceans are finite. They start from somewhere and end somewhere, at least namesake. The Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. Every ocean has a little geography to it. But this is infinite ocean. I am the infinite ocean without any boundaries. I am. And what is this world to me? Jagat vichi swabhavataha. The world to me is like the waves on the ocean. They are part of me. I am in that also. Since ocean is not ocean without waves. Waves are a part of the ocean. But that's not the whole of me. That's at the surface. Jagat vichi swabhavata. Udaitu va astamayatu. Udaitu, it rises. Astamayatu, it falls. Both the waves. Name vriddhi nachakshatihi. Neither anything is increased for me, nor anything is decreased. I have not gained anything out of the movement of the waves which go up and come down, nor I have lost anything. That is my true nature, is what Ashtavakra is telling Janaka. That is how you must think of yourself. That you are a great infinite ocean of peace. Anybody who has watched some series in National Geographic, Ocean series, what a beautiful world under the water. And the most beautiful part of it is this peace, absolute silence, no sound. And in some places not even light. Absolute, dense, intense peace, unshakable, undisturbed by all that is happening on the surface. Ships are passing, whether they are container ships, whether they are cargo ships, whether they are cruise ships, whether they are war ships. Inside of the ocean is unaffected. Which country is sending missile to which other country? Inside of the ocean is unaffected. All the activity on the surface, trade, commerce, life, business, travel, movements, everything is on the surface. Inside me is absolute peace, unaffected, undisturbed, steady peace. But on the surface, all things are moving as they are supposed to move. So I am that infinite ocean of peace, and the world is nothing but the waves on the surface. And as these waves rise and fall, nothing affects me. That is the state of the Sthitaprajna, or you call it Jivana Mukta, who has gone beyond the Nirvikalpa, Savikalpa Samadhis. Savikalpa, which is what you people are all trying right now, by doing asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, meditating on a thought till it reveals itself. Mananat trayate iti mantra. Take the mantra and steadily, continuously keep repeating it to yourself till the mantra decides to reveal itself to you. You can't force the revelation out of a mantra. You can't force. Somebody sent me a message today. There's a man sitting in meditation and he's saying, inner peace, come on, I don't have all day. How it will come just like that if you pester it to come. Come on, inner peace, come to me. I don't have a whole day to sit here and meditate. That's not the way of these mantras. These mantras have a mind of their own. You can't extract anything out of them. You can't force anything out of them. You can't pester them and get them revealed to you. If they find you deserving, if they find your efforts are sincere, if they find you worthy of their revelations, they will reveal themselves. In one repetition or in 10,000 repetitions, does not matter. But they will reveal the moment they see the Shraddha in the person. A simple mantra, anything, as he says, Andar Rama Bahar, that is enough. Anytime he sings that bhajan, see, I am not able to keep my eyelids open. That is my plight right now. When this Shiva was being built, I went to Kolkata and then from there to a faraway place, even a farther from Shantiniketan. There they were made it in clay, the artist, professor. So everybody said, better you go and see it yourself, because later when it is cast and becomes a metal, then changing anything is not possible. Now it is clay, and before it dries, you please go so that he can make a mold in resin, and then further he can make a metal cast and show you how it is. Because once that is fixed, whatever we fix, the bigger statue is just the extrapolation of that, just the same thing in a bigger scale. So go and check nose, eyes, ears, everything, don't take it. So I went all the way. We had to cross one river in between, no road. Bengal is like that, full of rivers, no roads. And these boats, like floating rafts like boats. Got inside that, went to the other end of the river. Then from there another car took us to the village where these artists make these things, and made some changes. And then I looked at the eyes. The artist has already made eyes half closed. They are not fully open. And one thought came, should I open these eyes or should I? Because people would love to see whether Shiva is looking at them. No, it's not important we are looking at Swami. Swami should be looking at us. That's the whole purpose of darshan. So whether you should open the eyes fully, how it will be seen. And then I realized no. I closed my eyes and thought what Shiva would be like. Samadhistasya. Always in a state of samadhi. The world Shakti dances, Shiva stays. Absolute peace, absolute. So we cannot open his eyelids fully because it's not given. I read in Ashtavakra Gita, to a person in the state of bliss, opening an eyelid is an effort, it's a burden. Now I understand what Ashtavakra was saying. All this is thanks to that bhajan. Andara Rama, Bahara Rama, Gata Gata Vasi Rama, Tumaho Atma Rama. And one line is enough to meditate and receive that grace. That line should reveal itself. How many years, how many times people have sung these bhajans. But it makes sense to one only when somebody is capable of receiving the bhajan. So, the simple mantra, Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma, so powerful it is. Only if you sit and meditate and meditate and meditate, till mantra feels, oh, this person is truly sincere. He deserves the revelation. He deserves the revelation. And therefore the mantra will, on its own accord, reveal. And the moment it reveals what happens. Of course, a state of supreme peace, joy, bliss, second to none in the world. That is yours. That's guarantee. Asti Bhati Priyam. This is Brahma Amshas, they call. Nama Rupa Jagat Amshas. Asti Bhati Priyam. It is. The mantra knows that it is. Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma. Yes, it is. It is truth. Asti. Can it be known? Yes, Bhati. It can be known. It shines. Bhasa, Bhati. It can be known. How? It has to shine. It has to illumine. Diyo Yona. It has to brighten your intellect. It has to illumine your intellect. Bhur Bhuvasva Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona. Oh, the one who permeates Bhu, Bhuva, Swaha, body, mind and spirit. Tat Savi, Ta. You are that shining one, the effulgent one, Savita you are. You are Varenyam. You are the one who is so adorable, who should be worshipped, who should be desired for. Varenyam, who should be accepted, desired for. Bhargo, effulgent. Devasya Dhimahi. I meditate upon your divine self, which is Bharga, shining. Where? In me. Diyo Yonah Prachodayat. Please, this intellect of ours, Diyo Yo, Diyo, Yo, what intellect I have, Yo, Naha, mine, Prachodayat. Make it illumined because you are bright, you are light, you please brighten my mind. Brighten my mind means remove the darkness of ignorance. Make the mind bright enough to see. Suppose there is darkness in the room. Even if you are sitting, I can't see you, you can't see me. But somebody comes and switches on the light, we can see each other. We were there in the room, but we didn't experience each other. We didn't come up in the room from somewhere all of a sudden when the light was switched on. When the light was switched on, we were very much there in the same room. But we realized that, oh, you are also in this room, I was also in this room. So, Diyo Yona, brighten my intellect, switch on that bulb, light, and brighten my intellect so that I see things as they are, truly as they are. Please bless me with that illumination. So that is the state when everything is illuminated. And who is going to illumine it? The mantra has to illumine. I can't arm twist the mantra to reveal itself. I can't wrest it out of its palms. I had to simply, in humble surrender and sincere yearning, wait for the mantra to reveal itself. But why would light to reveal itself? Because at first I have been craving for it, pining for it. Nothing else matters to me at this point in time other than knowing the meaning of the mantra through an experience. So mantra has to reveal itself if it feels you are deserving. Yamai vrudate. Those who ask for it, tena labhya, it becomes available to them. Tasyaisha eva atman. This atman, this Brahman, only to those. Tasyaisha eva. Esha. This atman will reveal to them only. Vivrudate tanum swam, its form. Tanum, its form. Swam, its own form. Vivrudate shows, reveals. Therefore, some of you might be feeling, I have been chanting this for quite some time now. And why this experience has not yet come to me? Inner peace, come on. I don't have all day, all week, all year. It will come only if it thinks you deserve it. It won't come otherwise. So if it has not come to you, in its own language of silence, the mantra is telling you, you're not ready. You haven't done enough. You haven't craved and pined and yearned enough. That's why I won't come to you. Those who have at least some glimpse, some experience. Somebody again wrote, I was walking and I felt tremendous peace, something which I have not experienced. It's a peace, not that I lost the sense of my limbs and sense of everything, but I know it's a peace that is, as they say, passeth understanding. It's some different peace. All right, good. You have experienced something that's good for you. Maybe the mantra is just playing hide and seek with you. Doesn't want to come and show its face straight away. But it is nevertheless telling you, I'm there behind the curtain. Don't give up too soon. Just cry little more for me. Someone said to Ramakrishna, why are you not seen? Why God is not seen by me like He's seen by you? He said, who cries for God? Cry for wife, cry for children, cry for wealth, cry for everything on this earth. Who cries for God? The one who cries for God gets God. So that yearning, if that experience is still not come, a week more has passed, it means it wants you to intensify your efforts. It doesn't want you to settle down with where you are. You have to push yourself. Uddharet atmanatmanam. You have to push yourself. Atmanam. Self. Uddharet. Lift yourself. Otherwise it won't reveal. Manushyanam sahastreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye. Out of thousands of men, somebody strives, puts efforts, sincere efforts. And siddhaye, with readiness, I am sitting in meditation. I have controlled all my mind and senses. I have practiced brahmacharya. I have practiced satya, asteya, aparigraha. I have practiced shaucha, santosha, tapas. I have done my swadhyaya. I have Ishwar pranidhana. Shama, dama, all these are taken care of. I have practiced asana, steady sitting without moving. I have practiced pranayama to ensure that I don't unnecessarily excite my mind. I have practiced pratyahara. Every time a thought came, I withdrew myself and allow the thought to pass from outside and not enter inside. I have tried everything now. Dharana, I have taken this one mantra my Guru gave. I am sitting with that mantra 24/7 and chanting and chanting and chanting. Yet, oh mantra, you are eluding me. You are avoiding me. You don't want to show me your true self. Tanum swam. Why? Cry. Cry. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Cry. Diyo yona prachodayat. Cry. Cry, cry, cry till you die. But don't give up. That is what I have been saying. That mantra won't come to you easily. You have put so much effort, all right. If still it has not revealed itself, it means something is lacking in the preparation. Somewhere the readiness is not complete. Tat swayam yoga sansiddhaha. It comes on its own. To whom? To yoga sansiddhaha. The one who is completely ready in yoga to receive it. It comes to that person. Tat swayam, Bhagavad Gita says. Yamavesha vrunate tena labhya. It also is said in Kathopanishad. And I'm sure in all other scriptures it will be said the same way in different words. It will come to the person who is ready and deserving. Otherwise it will not come. So if you have not experienced anything close to that joy, that supreme peace where your eyelids become a burden on you, 10 kg on each eyelid, it's difficult to open and close, then you know that you have not prepared enough. I don't have to assess you. Nobody needs to assess you. You can know for yourself, because the mantra has decided not to come to you yet. It needs more preparation. But good part is that you know that it needs preparation. You know that you are still lacking somewhere. As I said, you intensify your efforts, another week or so, intensify your efforts. From dharana it has to go to dhyana to samadhi. It cannot stop at dharana. That's an intellectual exercise, mental exercise. It has to go to dhyana. When you become, the mantra becomes revealed to you in dhyana. They say, yogibhir dhyana gamyam. It goes into the dhyana of the yogis. In dharana it does not go. Vishnu. Vishnu is what? Vishwam. Everything is Vishnu. So that meaning will not come to you. It only comes. Ishvadharam gagana sadrisham Meghavarnam shubhangam Lakshmi kantam kavalanayanam Yogibhir dhyana gamyam Yogibhir pratyahara gamyam Pranayama gamyam Asana gamyam Dharana gamyam Yogibhir dhyana gamyam. So when will the mantra reveal to you? When you are moved from dharana to dhyana. That stage, when you are dharana, ekaikatanata, dharana stretches itself into a dhyana. That is when the mantra will reveal itself. It means if the mantra has not revealed, you have not yet attained dhyana. You count 9 seconds into 9, all that is fine. But if that mantra has not yet understood by you as an experience, dhyana, you have not slipped into the dhyana stage, you are still in the dharana stage. So that is your self-assessment. You know it for yourself. So what do I need to do to ensure that I have dhyana and I can experience that mantra? Ekaikatanata, single pointed stretch, that dhyana. No more deviations from that. No more fluctuations from that. Ekaikatanata, single continuous stretch. When you do that, what happens? Mantrartha will come to you. Nirbhasam, as an illumination. Mantra, Swartha, its own meaning, it will reveal how? Nirbhasam, as an illumination. Suddenly it will come to you. You switch on the light, suddenly, oh, all these people were sitting here. Sudden, it's not slowly, it's not a dimmer. Slowly it's coming. No, it's not a dimmer light. It's a flashlight. It's a lightning, they call. It flashed to me. Sometimes we say, some concept we are thinking about, what is the solution to this problem? Or some memory which we have forgotten. Keep struggling. Suddenly it flashes, they say, like a lightning, it flashes in our mind. Like that, this mantra will flash suddenly. And suddenly you will experience what? Nirbhasam, because of the tremendous illumination that happens. Diyo yona happens. Then what happens? Saswarupa sthiti samadhi. Suddenly you get established in your own true self. That is samadhi. So if you are in dharana and you have not yet, the mantra has not yet revealed, it means you have not yet got into the dhyana state of the mantra. You have not absorbed it still. In chemistry they say adsorption and absorption, B and D. Adsorption is on the surface. So dharana is on the surface, stuck to you but not penetrated you still. Dhyana is that penetration of the thought in your conscience. Like a lightning that penetrates through the sky, dark sky. Suddenly everything is revealed to you. Have you seen on a cloudy? Nowadays we are getting a lot of those moments, I believe, thanks to the cyclone. Suddenly a lightning happens, the dark night. Everything looks like a daylight. Trees, road, pillars, people, houses, they all get revealed to you in a flash. Oh, all these things, they were there in the darkness I did not see. Just flash, that kind of a flashing will happen. That's how mantra reveals itself. It doesn't come slowly, knock on the door, knock, knock, are you there? I want to reveal myself. Let's sit down and talk about it over a cup of coffee. That's not how mantra works. Some sudden moment of flash, nirbhasam, it will reveal its meaning, tadarthe. It will reveal. And what happens immediately after revelation? Not even 1 second you will take to slip into samadhi. See, that is the best part. Now from dharana to dhyana, it's a struggle. Dhyana to samadhi is the very next is samadhi. There is no effort. It means I am only trying to give you some positive strokes. If you have attained dhyana and this mantra reveals itself as a flash, samadhi will just follow. And what a blissful state, unlike any other, which our senses, our mind, intellect, everything put together can experience. Physical pleasures, mental excitements, intellectual kick. Nothing comes anywhere close to that state of supreme joy and bliss. And so you should struggle. Yataya vishanti. Should struggle. Don't give up. Till that dharana, aham brahma, sarvam brahma, aham brahma, sarvam brahma, aham brahma, sarvam brahma. Keep on repeating. And keep on meditating. Aham brahma, sarvam brahma, aham brahma, sarvam brahma. Suddenly there is this flash, lightning flash. Like in the dark night, you are struggling to find your way. Your torchlight is over. Your lantern cannot withstand the winds. And suddenly you're in the middle of a dark road. You don't know which way to go and what is what. And a huge lightning happens in the sky. And you know, there is a right turn here. I suspected so, but I did not know. But now I clearly see. That one little flash is enough to put you on the right track. Because this mantra will reveal itself when it thinks that you are deserving, you are ready. That's Swayam. And the readiness is Yoga Sansiddha. You are ready in your yoga. You are ready for that union. Because you have prepared yourself. So tremendous austerities, tremendous sacrifices, tremendous withdrawals, steadiness. You have prepared yourself. And because you have prepared yourself so hard, you deserve it. And the mantra will come to you as a revelation in a flash. And the moment it flashes in your intellect, it brightens it up. It shows you what is what. And suddenly what happens? Saswarupe sthiti. You get established in your true self. because the knowledge is now yours. That is samadhi. So you are just one step from the beautiful bliss that I am experiencing. You are just a step. Because samadhi is not even a step, it is a state. Dhyana is a step. Dhyana is a step. Dharana you managed. Just keep doing it. If it requires more maunam, let it be more maunam so that there is more mananam. It requires eat one time a day so that you don't feel drowsy and roll around. Okay. It requires you to have 3 baths in a day and to 3 sittings of meditation because you want to feel fresh and nice. All right. Nobody will object that. Whatever it takes, no price is too much for that experience. You can trade the whole world for it. That is how you must think now at this point in time when you have reached this stage. This is how you should think about this stage. Till here, the effort was in my hand. That's what I also told you. Till here, I can come with you. Till dharana, I can come with you. I can tell you the mantra, I can tell you the practice, I can tell you to sit and think. But from here, to get into dhyana and thereby experience samadhi is absolutely in your control. It's not in my control at all. You have to practice and practice and practice till it comes to you. That's it. You can't go behind it and get it. It should decide and come to you. Why it should come to you? It is so pleased. Tattva prasidati. It is so happy with you. It wants to be yours. It wants to become yours. It will come searching for you, wherever you're sitting, 3rd floor, 2nd floor, bathroom, toilet, wherever. If you're in that thought, it will come to you. A lot of people got this revelation in funny places. So it can come in some way or the other to you. All of a sudden as a flash of lightning. And then you suddenly know the truth. And this truth is yours. Not for that moment, forever. Forever the truth is yours. Asti, bhati. And the experience is priyam. Sat, it is there. Chit, I have known it. Ananda is what follows. Because how can you know God and not experience Ananda? Because all 3 have to come together for God. Asti bhati, priyam, sat, chit, ananda. So if you experience sat and the chit of it, ananda is a natural byproduct. But this sat is there, that is in dharana. You're going on saying sat, 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 sat is there, aham brahma, sarvam brahma. Dhyana will become chit. You experience it. It gets revealed to you. Bhati. It shines suddenly. You know it. And immediate. Achirenat adhigacchati. Immediate, not without a moment's delay. Anything else can get delayed. You put a request now, the request will get processed after some time. You put something to heat, it will take 10 seconds to heat. Microwave it, you have to put some 15-20 seconds to microwave it. To freeze it in half an hour, 1 hour. This achirenat adhigacchati. Without a moment, without a micro, nano, picoseconds delay, it comes. That's why it is said, nahi jnanena sadrishyam. There is nothing equivalent to this jnana in the whole of the universe. Nothing can match it. Nahi jnanena sadrishyam pavitram iha vidyate. So sacred, so pristine, so pure. Nothing in the world is equal to that jnana. Therefore you should struggle. Jnanam labdha. After you attain that jnana, parashantim, supreme peace, not ordinary peace, supreme peace, prashanti nilayam. Not shanti nilayam, definitely not ashanti. Prashanti nilayam happens. Swami will always say, your heart is prashanti nilayam, your heart is prashanti nilayam. But we have not experienced that heart of prashanti nilayam in the heart. We always bought a flight ticket, or booked a taxi, train or bus as it was the case and went to Prashanti Nilayam. But what did Swami say? Don't search for me outside. S-A-I, see always inside. And Prashanti, your heart is the Prashanti Nilayam. That is where I stay, he would say. So many times he has said this. Is it not Advaita? And where do I find that Prashanti? Jnanam labdva. Only after I attain the jnana labdva, parashanti. Absolute peace follows. When? Not 1 hour later, not a day later, not a week later. Achirenat. Without a moment's delay. Adhigacchati. It comes to you, or you go to it, whichever way. It's the same. So, you all have put some effort so far. You have come all the way till dharana. Asti, you believe now. You have the faith in the scripture, in the word of Guru, in the word of Swami. It is, asti, asti iti, asti iti. I have told myself 1,000,000 times by now. Asti iti, am Brahma, sarvam Brahma. It is true, it is true, it is true. The next step is bhati. It should shine, it should illumine itself, because you can't get this out of it by force. It has to come from the source. And it will come only when it thinks it should come. It has a mind of its own, as I said. You can't force it by whatever you do. You can't even beg a guru. He also won't give it. Like I told yesterday, if I give, you'll go and throw it in the well. It has to come from your swaprayatna. And bhati happens, priyam, the beauty, that bliss, that anandam, sundaram, whatever you call it. It just happens without a moment's delay. So what an encouragement it is. Just in case I can stretch this dharana into that dhyana, which is only 9 times that. Stretch that dhyana till it slips into samadhi on its own. Just struggle. Struggle till you get it. Don't give up. That is why I keep saying, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. We have come this far. How many births you have? Bahunam janmanam ante. After so many births and births of struggle, and at the end of it all, finally you have come here. You are putting efforts. So many weeks, at least, sincere, diligent, focused efforts have gone in. You are just near the peak. Dharana to dhyana, samadhi follows. You don't have to wait I won't tell you, another week you spend. That's why I did not keep a separate week for samadhi. Because what is the need? If you get into dhyana, samadhi will follow. I don't need to put another week to practice samadhi. That will be so foolish. So we only practice what? Pranayama, pratyahara, dharana. The 4th week, if you get dhyana, any moment samadhi will follow. I don't have to have a 5th week to have samadhi. Not required. The moment dhyana happens, samadhi is its immediate achirenat result. And who says it? I don't say it. Krishna said it. I don't say Yama said it. I don't say Rishi said it. But if I have to say, I shall also say it. That it is so, it is so, it is so. Yad vai tat. It is so, that is that. It is that way only. There is no other way. So you please intensify your sadhana. Cut down even further of whatever you can cut down. And spend more time doing this dharana. Good times are mornings, which are where your breath is balanced. If breath is not balanced, do some anulom vilom for a couple of rounds till your breath gets balanced. Sit in a comfortable position with back straight. Keep a clean mat, same mat every day, preferably same place every day. Today onwards, light a lamp in the altar and let that lamp not go off. Make sure that you have kept a big lamp, enough oil. Make sure it is away from the wind and also from the children. And the lamp keeps glowing. Every time you pass, you should remember, oh, this is not done still. I am not done still. And you keep the mat, keep the lamp, keep the setup always ready. So you don't have to go and say, oh, okay, I have to meditate. Now where is that mat? Where did you keep it? Let us search. Or where is that lamp? Where is matchbox? Where is oil? Switch off the fans. Nothing. It's always burning as an Akhanda Jyoti. Keep it burning. That's a good reminder. It's a very positive thing. And when you sit down in the same place, using the same mat, take a little water in your hand, say a mantra, Om Jalaya Namaha. I worship you, water, because it's purifier. Just sprinkle it in your place little when you're sitting for meditation. If required, like what we call prokshana. Most of our hostel boys are adapted. They go for bath and do prokshana and come back. Not that spiritual prokshana. Take the water, intensify. Om Jalaya Namaha. So that Jaladevata, Varuna is inside that. When you just do little prokshana, sip a little half glass of water, preferably room temperature, not too cold, not hot, which will suddenly excite your senses. Not for that. Because water purifies. It calms you down. It absorbs negative energy within you. So drink a little water, sit down in that asana, whatever you are comfortable with. If it's a chair, it's on a mat, it's mat, a cushion, and whichever face your deities or whatever you think, wherever you are sitting. And just meditate, just get into this. And if your mind is running here and there, chant Om first. And how long you should chant? Till your mind is stabilized, till it is steadied, like calibrated to that thought of Sarvam Brahma. If it's not coming only, it may take a little warm-up exercise. Straight away if you jump into Sarvam Brahma, it may not happen every time. But this week when you intensify your efforts, make sure that you're sitting there and chanting Om. I told you the other day, Pranavo Dhanu Sharo Hi Atma Brahma Tadlaksham Uchyate Apramatena Vedhavyam Sharvat Tanmayo Bhavet. So Om is the most powerful mantra. It's the Bij mantra. Om iti Brahma, it said. It is Brahma. So slowly you have to, so you chant Om. Om has a very big power of balancing all your energies. The moment you chant Om, whatever these people say, your chakras, your energies, your koshas, everything gets aligned. Like scattered pearls are there. If you put a thread through them, all of them get aligned in a row. Likewise, this Om has the power to align all your vagaries, all your energies, all your chakras, whichever way you call it, your Sukshma, Sthula, Karana, Sharira, everything will get aligned like a thread that passes through a string of pearls. So like that, you align it for a little time. It may be 20 times, 25 times. There is no particular count that you have to count 108 times or 21 times, nothing like that. Till you reach that, understand it, yes, I think I am focused now and I can actually think of one thing now. If you find struggle, that is all I am saying. Otherwise, if you can directly practice enough and you can get into Aham Brahma, that's fine. And keep telling yourself and pray before your meditation that please, I am here as a Sharanagata. I've come to your refuge. Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yona prachodayat. Please, oh the very embodiment of illumination, enlightenment, Bharga Deva, please, dhiyo yona prachodayat. It won't harm if you chant Gayatri also actually. Just a prayer it is. Om Bhu Bhuvasva, my body, my mind, my spirit. Tat Saviturvarenyam. You are the Savita, most adorable one, most worshipable one, because you are the Brahman. Savita is Brahman only. Savita means light, brightness. So what that Devi it is. So that is the representation as Gayatri, but Brahman only, as Sarvam Brahman only. So you think, oh Brahman, you're the most adorable one, you pervade my body, mind and spirit. You are the enlightened one, you are the enlightenment itself. Bhargo, Devasya, O Brahman divine, reveal yourself to me, enlighten me, let my buddhi be enlightened, let me experience you. Just make a sincere, simple prayer, but sincere prayer. Words don't matter really. Words are Vaikari. But you have Madhyama, you can do it in your mind. Or you can Pashyanti, you can visualize that you are talking to a bright halo of light that please reveal yourself to me. I know you as intelligence, but I want to know you as an experience. Like that also you can pray. Pray, don't necessarily have to chant. If chanting helps you concentrate and focus, like bhajan session helps everybody to steady their mind. They have come from so many works, something and all is going on their head. Half an hour bhajans help us to slowly focus our thoughts onto divinity. First Ganesha bhajan, it may not happen, but by the end of the bhajan session, more or less we are in some sense of focus. So like that, if you chant Gayatri if it required, or chant Om for some time, Ma, and spend more time in Ma, not in U. A is Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika, Adi Atmika. This is brings only the lower worlds, the world of the earthly things to you, if you meditate on A in the navel. U in the throat brings you intellectual, emotional, that is the heaven they call it. And is Brahman. So that is Adhyatmika. So you have to practice Om. That should be filling your head. Again, don't have to stretch and struggle. Don't struggle to chant. By singing the longest Om, you are not going to get anything. Don't compete with your wife and children and everybody around. You chanted 10 seconds, wait, let me show you. I am a musician. I'll chant it for 14 seconds. 14 seconds, now I'll do 18 seconds. Whatever, take a nice deep breath. Pranayama should be there before that. Otherwise, one breath will come, another is not come. This balance is not there in the body. So, after doing some pranayama, some anumuloma, viloma, or whatever, deep breathing. Whatever long. So that way you keep practicing. For some time it will help you focus. Pray to, as I said, to the divine, to Brahman, to God, to Swami, to anybody whom you think can help you on this. But pray to Brahman only. You reveal yourself to me. I am standing at your door. Open the door. Knock, knock. And the door shall be opened. Keep knocking. How? Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma, Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma, Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma. Keep on telling that and keep on meditating on that one thought. As many times a day, whenever you get time. You're not in home, you're in office, suddenly you feel, I need to practice this right now, because we don't know when the Brahman may come. We never know when it may come. The Hindi dohas are there. They say, Sabso miliye dhai. Run and meet everybody. Why? क्या जाने किस रूप में नारायण मिल जाए. I don't know in which form Narayana will come. We don't know in what form he'll appear here. Let me run and greet everybody. Who knows, one of them might have been the Narayana whom I'm waiting for so long. So any moment, suddenly you're working in the office, you're cooking, and that feeling comes, no, I need to sit down for meditation. Don't ignore that feeling. Who knows, the Brahman is just wanting to reveal himself at that moment to you. As I said, there are stories you can read, quite funny stories, how Brahman revealed people to at such funny times and positions. Janaka, he went to Ashtavakra. It was horse, he was alighting from the horse, it seems. He went to Ashtavakra to meet him in the forest. And Janaka was riding the horse. And obviously, as a king, he has to alight from the horse to meet Ashtavakra. So, as he was, one leg is still on whatever one side, that footrest like thing. One leg. And one leg is already been lifted from the other foothold. Imagine Janaka now. He's a king dressed in all jewelry and silk robes and the crown and all that on his horse. Just arrived at Ashtavakra's ashram. One leg is if he's right-legged fellow, so left leg is still on the horse, the right leg is lifted, like how we sit on the bike. And imagine you are in the ashram, you are removing your leg from the bike and you had Brahma Jnana. Did Janaka know that he'll have Brahma Jnana when he is alighting from the horse? Did the horse know that this is when it will happen? Did Ashtavakra? Nobody knew, only Brahman knew. So as he was lifting his leg, halfway, one leg is on the straddle, one leg is in the air. And suddenly he has a flash of Brahmagyana. That Brahman reveals to him in that whatever seconds of gap between one leg lifting up from that foot hold. In that moment he has experienced Brahman. So every possibility, you must be mixing the sambar, suddenly you feel something and there is Brahman revelation to you. For all you know, you might be just parking your car. As you pull the brake, Brahman might reveal to you. For all you know, you might be just waking up and brushing your teeth and suddenly one flash and Brahman may reveal to you. You don't know, you have to be ever ready. Kya jaane kis roop mein Narayana mil jaye. Sabse miliye dhai dese. Run and meet everybody because we don't know in which form Narayana, when he will come. Keep ready, always be ready. Same way, be always ready. Your mind should be absorbed in that thought so much so that your brushing, eating, sleeping, bathing, all that should be happening like an external activity. Deep inside, that mantra japa is going on. And we don't know at what moment that Brahman may just decide that I want to reveal to this fellow this mantra. Which position, which place, which time, no idea. Only he knows. Only that Brahman knows when he thinks you are ready and you deserve. So for a Janaka-like person who did so much of tapasya, so many Pandits he will call to his court and make them chant Vedas, listen to all that, purify his mind. Ultimately found Brahman where? Not in a Yajna Mantapam, not at the feet of a guru, not in Tirthayatras, not while listening to the Shastras, alighting from a horse in a jungle. So you just don't know when it can come to you if only you are ready to receive it. So this week, be ready, be ready, be ready. How that time you should not be busy. When Brahman wants to come, no, wait, I'll just finish this sambar and then I'll come. Let the sambar go to hell, as they say. Of course, those who will drink that sambar, they'll experience hell after that. But at that moment you feel, there is an intense intuition has come. No, I must get back to the meditation at this point in time. What about sambar? Forget, switch off the gas, go. Just sit down there. That we don't know it, that Brahman is just waiting to reveal. Any time in the middle of the night, suddenly you wake up and you feel that, no, I need to meditate. Something is telling me this is the time. No, I need to meditate. It's like a mother, pregnant mother. She would know when she would deliver the baby. She's always alert. She's always awake. She's always conscious of the fact that the baby may be delivered any moment. Likewise, you should be conscious. Kab, kaha, kidhar, nobody knows. Just comes. Therefore, it will come as a flashing of revelation, not a slow, steady, dimmer kind of lighting. It will come as a lightning flash. Tameva bhantam. Anubhati sarvam. As it shines, everything else shines. Like the lightning shines, everything gets revealed. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Its light is what reveals everything. Otherwise, nothing is revealed to us. Not tatra surya, because sun is not there to reveal to us in that plane. Na chandra tarakam. There is no chandra, no taraka to get even a dimmest light from a star. Nothing is there. Naima vidyut. This flashing, lightning flashes are not there. Kutoyam agnihi. Where is fire there to light up and show us our truth? What is there? Tameva. As that. Bhantam. Anubhati sarvam. Only as it shines, everything else is revealed. Everything else shines. Tasya bhasa. From its light, sarvamidam vibhati. Everything is lighted up. So it will come to you as a lightning, sudden a flash, and you know, and samadhi is just next. It doesn't mean samadhi means you'll fall off the chair or something, nothing. It's just a state of deep peace. You know, and this is so nice that you don't want to disturb it. You don't want to leave it. That's why Ravana doesn't want to deal with anything. He just wants to always be absorbed in that peace and silence, because that is all that you want at the end. So that is samadhi. But beyond samadhi, I will tell when you have at least tasted samadhi, then it will make sense to teach you something beyond samadhi. But then that Sthitaprajna sthiti to some extent will come to you when you have experienced samadhi. So next you will have to work on Sthitaprajna. Samadhi may come, and for come back, you may go into samadhi and come out of also equal flashing lightning. Went in and came out just like that. But to sustain it, then you'll get addicted. I know that. Then if you don't experience one day that samadhi, you will not feel like eating your food. You will not feel like talking to anybody, because that thing is driving you inside. I have not experienced today that something is lacking in my day. Something is missing. That feeling will drive you into the next meditation session, so that you get samadhi. These are all savikalpa samadhis. And you keep doing this savikalpa samadhi, and some point in time nirvikalpa will just come to you. One line of bhajan, it will just come to you. That supreme bliss will just overtake you. Your eyes won't open. You won't feel like moving from your place. You just want to be enjoying that state. But then you have a duty to perform. So how do you perform the duty like this? One part is not moving, but one part is moving. And you are aware one is not moving while other is moving. You are there, you are here. That kind of thing will start for you. Means you will continue to do your office work, but as if on an autopilot. You will open the computer, type something, what you are typing you may or may not know, but everything will be typed correctly. Everything will happen rightly. No mistakes will happen, nothing, everything will become perfect for you. Because you are operating from the consciousness now, not from the mind. Mind has limitations. Consciousness. How does Swami know where to put up the next ashram, where to build the next school, which direction to look for land, where the funds will come from, who are the people who will man those institutions? How does he know? Can mind think all these things? You say, no, Swami is God. What is God? Is not Supreme Consciousness God? Are you not God? Is that Supreme Consciousness not in you? It is. Asti, asti, asti. So Swami, what he does, he just uses the Supreme, because he operates from the Supreme Consciousness level. He doesn't have to operate from the mind. Mind knows limitations. It doesn't know everything. The conscious knows everything. Only thing is that when consciousness speaks and tells this would be the right way, the mind comes and interferes. Like a bad minister. Don't listen to that consciousness business. I'll tell you, see, that is not practical. The Swami is telling, go there, fine, but we have gone there earlier, we never found anything. Why you want to go and waste your time again? Mind will convince you. But when consciousness speaks, do it. It has seen beyond all the logics, all the facts, all the data points that you have in your head. It has seen something beyond that. Therefore, just follow. I have just done that. I did not sit and mentally calculate why Gulbarga should be first. Let us go to first Bijapur. Or why not Mudanelli itself? No calculation. When university had to come up, they said Gulbarga. Swami has said Gulbarga. But Gulbarga is far. Who will go there? Why don't we do it here? So much argument. And I'm thinking, sitting and looking at all these people arguing. Oh my God, when will this finish? I don't know after that. After they all finished, done, go to Gulbarga. Don't trouble me any further. I just know it. How do you know it? What is the logic behind it? I cannot explain. I just know it, just do it. I cannot sit and give you pros and cons and yes and no's. I will not do that. I will not waste my time. That is the whole escape from the mind. The minds keep interfering with my consciousness. So I operate from consciousness. And that is why I know everything. Why I know, how I know, I don't know. All I know is I know. How did you get this? I don't know. What is the logic behind it? I don't know. Will it work this way or that way? I don't know. Will it work at all? I don't know. I just know that I know this, that's all. And that's all I know to do. Beyond that, I can't explain anything. Why Shiva should be standing like this, not some... I don't know. This is what I know. Shiva should be like this only. Why it should be in this ground and not in the stadium? I don't know. It should be here only. That is what consciousness tells. Why this fellow should be kept here and why that should be thrown out? I don't know. Consciousness tells it should be done at this time. Why you should call him back after throwing him out? I don't know. Consciousness tells we should do that. So this Tarkavada doesn't work there for me. So how do I know how we achieve all these things? consciousness achieves, that Brahman achieves. Oh, can I also be so perfect and right in everything that I do? So that I don't have to regret, I don't have to feel guilt, I don't have to have remorse later, repentance. Yes, of course, if you operate from the consciousness. And consciousness dictates what buddhi, mind, everybody should do. Of course, you need buddhi. You have to go to all the way to Calcutta and wherever that God-forsaken village to sit and correct the statue. It took a travel 3 hours by flight and then 6 hours by road and then another half an hour by that boat and then another 2 hours by some small vehicle. Then we reached where this Shiva statue was. So that buddhi, indriya, mana, they got involved. But when consciousness had spoken, only after that, not before that, not during that. No interference, no objections. They just followed. When the consciousness spoke, everybody followed. So this is what happens when you believe in your true self and you follow that. Buddhi, that ratha sarathi, mana, pragravaha, horses, hayava, all these will work on their own. Because consciousness speaks. That is Brahman. So how does Sai Baba know everything? Because he is experiencing that consciousness, constant integrated awareness all the time. So he is always aware of what he is speaking, what he is doing. You ask him for logic, he cannot give you logic. He may if he chooses to, but rarely. Just do it, he will say, Nor muskunchai. If you don't listen, sir, any ishtam chesko. No, I cannot sit and argue with you. I remember this, Benjamin Franklin, I think. Don't argue with fools. They will bring you down to their level and they'll beat you in their game. Don't argue. But Buddha said this. No, you have to insist that this is the truth. Nirvana is the truth. Yes, but they don't understand. No, you should fight. See, I'll tell you one thing. Don't argue with fools. But still you should. Yes, you are right. Buddha said. I can't argue with this fool. So too many people ask me too many questions. I said, yes, you're right. Go ahead and do. Then they make a mess of everything. Then they come back to me saying, this went wrong, that went wrong. Sorry, what should we do now? So consciousness. Why all these things happen? Why we know where Premamatam should come, who should sing, where they should join? Because consciousness takes care of it. And in front of consciousness, there's no need of any logic, no argument, no mind, no rational, nothing works. So most of the people struggle to understand because they are using their minds to understand everything. They are not using their consciousness. But if all of us raise ourselves to the level of consciousness and we all operate at the same level, no discord, no disharmony, no conflicts, no interferences. It will be a one beautiful symphony of a life. Because we all are in the same vibration, same frequency, same consciousness. I speak, you speak, she speaks. Same thing only. You may tell in Tamil, Kannada, English, essence is same. That's how all the rishis got the same messages. Though they all got different times. Some said Tattvamasi, some said Pragyanam Brahma, some said Ayam Atma Brahma. Essence is same. Words chosen were different. Because they all operated at the same level of consciousness. So when Vidyanagari happens, everybody is living in that state of Vidya. That is what is going to be the way of life. Everything will operate on its own, smoothly. Everybody will go about doing their work. No conflicts, no fights, no issues. Nothing. Everybody is at the same level of steady sthitadhi. Everybody is a jnani. Everybody is a jivan mukta. Think of a world like this. That's how the world initially was imagined by God, dreamt by God. But it turned out to be a nightmare over a period of time. So this is what it is. Etad vaitad. Beyond that I cannot explain. Because you are getting into the one more week of intensive practice for pushing it from dharana to dhyana. Keep this dhyana on all the time, like that lamp which is burning. Even while you are doing your work, the lamp is doing its duty of burning. Like that your mind should be burning with this thought, Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma, Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma. It should become your breath. With every breath coming in and out, going out, Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma, Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma. Keep on going. At what time that Brahman will decide, as I said, Janaka got a revelation halfway through, getting around from the horse. So at what time it will reveal, we don't know, but any time you feel a deep intuition inside that I must, this point in time, just focus on this thought and leave everything aside. Just do that. It will pay you off. And well, pay you well. No cost is too much to attain that wisdom. No price is too big to pay. No sacrifice is too huge to make for the experience of that which is what you are. So know that, become that, and enjoy that forever. That is the blessing, that is the word of advice. And rest, as I said, it's in your hand. You are your own friend, your own enemy. You alone can help yourself. You alone can harm yourself. Therefore, help yourself this time. And I can only guarantee you that Brahman is just waiting to reveal. That mantra is just waiting to bust out into an illumination, into an enlightenment. It is waiting, just waiting for your readiness. That's all. You're ready, it's done. And once it's done, there's no turning back. I will teach you, I will train you how to sustain that state, even though you have achieved once and immediately experienced that state of bliss. But what I am talking about is parenanakam. It's beyond that state of bliss also. There is another state of existence. But before that, I must cross Chikballapur if I want to go to Bagepalli. The road goes this way. So this is one station, Samadhi. Then Nirvikalpa Samadhis. Then comes the Sahaja Samadhi. So that is a continuous effort and process. But if it's yours, then you will not get affected by anything. So for that hope, for that future, strive.